Okay, hey y'all. I just woke up from a dream and it's been raining real hard outside. And I just want to tell y'all about a dream that I had. A dream state this is dream state energy. I just want to tell y'all before I forget. You know how you forget your dreams, but I feel like this is important. Like I was sleeping real hard through this. So the dream, it's got something to do. I feel like this was like a warning message. It's got something to do with a home invasion. Okay? And so I'm going to tell you how it started. The dream started, and it was me and my family. We had got back from wherever we was at. We just had walked into the house. So for some reason, we did everything we needed to do, got ready for bed, and we went into, for some reason, we was just only in one room. But it was another room in there. It was either a hidden room or it was a room that we knew about, but we just didn't go in at all yet. So when we turned all the lights off, something just told me to check that room. I checked the room. Something like I had a heavy feeling just say check that room. It was like a group of people in the room. Like I'm waiting on you at the door. I was waiting on you at the door type shit. So I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, where these people come from? So they was like, and I'm sitting here, I had my phone in my hand, and it was like they was trying to take us hostage, or they was trying to rob us, or they was just trying to like either harm us or put us in danger, like cause harm to us, me and my family. And I say this to say, somebody might get their home invaded. Be careful. This may be a warning to somebody out there. I feel like this may resonate for somebody. If it's not you, it's somebody you know. But please be careful. Coming in and out of your house, check all your doors, check all your windows, check all your rooms before and after you leave, your closets, whatever. Check your house, okay? When we was in the house, I was trying to, like, when I found them in that room, I tried to call 911 on my phone. Okay, so somebody's phone might be hacked, because when I tried to, like, somebody's phone might have been tampered with or hacked or something like that. When I tried to call 911, I couldn't even call or dial 911 because the little dial pad on the app. I mean, it's like a dial pad app where you dial all your numbers and stuff and you see all your numbers. I could not find that. I could not find the dial pad for nothing. And I'm sitting here listening to these people. It's like, I don't know if I knew them and they knew me, or if I didn't know them. I don't know. But I remember them just talking to me or explaining themselves or why they was about to do this or whatever. But I'm drowning it out because I'm trying to get help on my phone, but I'm at the same time I'm acting like I'm listening, or I'm like, but somebody took my phone. Like one of them took my phone and was trying to like take it away from me so that I wouldn't call for help. But I couldn't anyway, because it's like I didn't have no signal, or I couldn't find the dial pad, and I was steady trying to find the dial pad and I could not, for some reason. So that's significant. Like somebody might be tampering with somebody's phone. Your phone might be hacked. You might need to get a new phone or keep you a second phone. Okay. I tried to get my phone back from them. We was wrestling, and for some reason, I tried to reason with them, like, don't hurt me or my family. They didn't. And I looked, some told me to look at the door. How did they get in? Like, look at the door. They had got in, and it's like they may have, because the door didn't look, from the outside coming in, it didn't look like it was messed with. But it's like a lock on top of the door, like a little latch. The latch was loose. It's like they had kicked the latch off or something like that. Something like that. That's all I remember. Like the latch being loose, or the door lock was loose. Somehow they pried their way in. And then so check your locks on your door. You might need to change your locks, something like that. So for some reason they just decided to leave. They didn't do nothing to us. They didn't harm us. And then the dream went into like somebody house. It's a house raid getting ready to happen. Like somebody, I'm getting that heavily. Like I was getting that heavily. It's like I was hanging with friends. It jumped like my dream state. It jumped to another situation. It jumped to like a situation with me hanging with friends. And I think these was like friends I don't even hang with anymore, or I just met or something. I don't know. But when I was with these friends, I was hanging with them. It could have been a neighbor too. It could have been a couple neighbors that I had gotten to know. Watch who you trust. And I'm gonna tell you why. If you living in a neighborhood and you got a house across from you, it was like I was living in a neighborhood, and it was a house. I was a house on the corner, and then there was a house across from me, and like the feds had been watching that house, but they had made friends with me, and I didn't know, because I kept to myself. I didn't like really talk to anyone in the neighborhood. But them, they like tried to make friends with me, invite me to places, invite me over and stuff like that, me and my family. And so like it was a group of, I don't know if this could resonate for men or women, but it was a group of them. And in that group, somebody was an informant. And I could tell because it's like the way they was moving, it wasn't, it was like they was trying to protect me at the same time. Like, I don't know, it's the way they was talking, the way they was moving when we interacted. And you can just tell, you can follow your intuition and just pay attention to the words that they say and they movements. So somebody need to pay attention to the people around them. You might have a federal investigator in your group, or an informant, or something like that in your group of friends, or your neighbors, or somebody that's around you. But anyway, we were hanging, and then like I was noticing how they were moving, and I'm like, something ain't right here, something ain't right. So like after that, it's like I think one of my family members was over there. I went to go and get like my family that I created. They was over there at the neighbor's house with the other people that was in the house. It's like heavy traffic. They come in and out of the house. So I went to go over there and get the neighbor, the family member or whatever. And so as I was in there, somebody was like, shh. I think this was the same person that I was hanging with that I thought that was the informant or the investigator. And I was right. They was like, go, 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 go. They was like, you need to go back to your house, or go back to your house, or something like that. We about to bust them. We about to do something. We about to bust them. They about to get busted. So I'm like, okay. So I guess I took too long to leave. It was me and my family member, and I was taking too long, but the police was already there. Like, they was outside waiting. It was like they was waiting for us to leave out the house so they can bust these people. So we was taking too long, I guess. So we had to hide. Like, they told us, somebody came in and told us, go, 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 go. It was like we was going to a hiding area, like a little corner of the house or room or something like that. And we bent down, and they all came rushing in. We heard them rushing in, and everybody started saying, get down, get down, get down. And they started arresting people. It's like they started arresting people, and we couldn't leave until it was over with. Okay, so a house raid may be significant. And when that was done, and it may be significant about your neighbors, like your neighbors might be about to get raided. And when that was over with, we had left out. It was like we was in something about some animals in a garage. Maybe we was hiding out in the garage or something, but it's something about some animals in a garage that we had seen. Maybe a dog in a cage or something. We noticed. But we left and we went home. As we was going home, we seen them getting arrested and stuff. And so I asked them, I was like, why y'all raided the house? And it was like, it was heavy, like traffic. It was drugs, like it was a drug house or something like that. Trafficking or something dealing with trafficking of drugs. I don't know, but they was like, it was heavy in and out. We had, arrested them because of that. So I was like, oh, okay. So I go back to my house, and then that had just been on my mind for the rest of the day, night, or whenever it was. Then I go back to my house, and then I see like somebody. It was like a part of my house was outside. Like, I don't know if it was the garage part. I don't know if it was the garage part or like the it's like a glass house, like a greenhouse, as shall I say, like a greenhouse area where someone will put their plants at, like a little chill out, relax area. What is it called? I forgot what's the name of them. It starts with a L. It's like them houses that's built like in Florida. Florida could be significant. It's called a Lynette. I can't even pronounce it. But if y'all from Florida and y'all see them houses with like the nets on them, it's like an outdoor space, and it got like a net on it on the outside on the outdoor space. It starts with an L. I think it starts with an L. I'm trying to think of it. I can't think. It was on the tip of my tongue too. And it's like if you live off a lake or something in the house, it's like off of a lake or a body of water in the back. Your house is open to like gators and stuff that's in the water, or whatever type of wildlife that's in the water. But you got like a protection. I don't know if it's either a garage area or it's like a protected barrier from the water. It's either a greenhouse. It looks like a greenhouse. It's netted off, or it's like glassed off to where you can still see outside. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all into real estate and houses and stuff. But that's significant. Like, I seen like somebody feet laying. It's like somebody had somebody feet laid out on the and this is strange. I had some crazy dreams, but it was somebody laid out on the ground. Like, so I thought somebody was in there dead. I come back home and I see somebody's feet like poking out to where you could see it coming through the door of the little area. I'm like, who feet is that? And I'm steady trying to look, and it looked like my mama feet. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, how'd she get in here? And it looked like somebody was like passed out or something like that. I ain't gonna say passed over, but I don't know if the police was still over across the street. I called one of the investigators to look. They went in there and they looked, and it was like a couple of people that was passed out in there. So this could be for somebody. It could be your mama that's like, I ain't gonna say like on drugs or something, or on some type of medication, but they was like passed out on the floor. All of them like passed out. It's like a group of them, like they had finished partying or drinking or doing some type of drugs. That's significant. Or it could have been Like, this is not for everybody, but this could resonate for somebody. It could be like somebody had passed away. And I'm not speaking that over nobody. This is just a message, and this is what I seen in my dreams, okay? Somebody just needs some confirmation. This is what I just seen in my dreams, okay? And I'm not speaking that against nobody's life, but this is just what I was seeing in my dreams. So they tried to wake her up and wake up the rest of the people. She woke up. And I'm like, how did you get in here? Like, how did you get in here? And she was like, oh, some such and such. We was just, doing this. So I'm like, okay. All right. So that's significant. Somebody mama might be significant. Or a mother figure. Like somebody you consider a mother figure. So that's significant for someone. Your mother figure might have access to your house or something. Or they might be there just to be there. And you might see them like you didn't know they was there. That's significant. And then it might be them and their friends hanging out or something like that. Okay. Next, my dream switched to another situation. It was like me going to a game, some type of game or event in like a nearby event center or something like that. But it was like in walking distance from my house. So I went there and I ran into an old old friend from high school, okay? And that's significant for somebody too. You might run into somebody, an old friend from high school, and this person, me and him, we became friends from different high schools. We went to different high schools, but it's like we went on a field trip somewhere, and this is how we met at different high schools, but it was at one event. And so that's how we met in high school, and I ended up seeing him. And he's in the military now, so I don't know how he ended up there, but I ended up seeing him, and like at first it was like a group of people around him, and he was like holding some type of animosity towards me. And I'm like, why he being so mean? Like, I was just speaking or whatever, but he was like, man, it is. And I didn't know what he was talking about. So that may be significant for some of y'all. You might run into an old friend and they might still be holding a grudge, or they might be thinking like it's something that they thinking about that you did towards them, but you didn't have nothing to do with. You really didn't. You really didn't have anything to do with, but they feel like you had something to do with something that happened to them. Okay? So I kept trying to explain myself, and I'm like, oh my kids, oh my mama, I ain't have nothing to do with that. I kept trying to explain myself. And he finally gave me like, man, okay. And I just walked off because I was tired of explaining myself. So he finally gave in, and he kind of like followed me. And it's like he took me by the hand. He was like, look, I want to. He started expressing himself to me for some reason. And he took me by the hand, and then we went somewhere and talked. So an old friend might be significant for somebody out there. This is like from high school, though. This is from high school. This may be an old lover or an old friend from high school, or old situationship from high school, y'all. High school is like years ago, but you might run into an old high school sweetheart or an old friend from high school, okay? It's high school, not college or your younger years. It's high school. Specifically, high school could be significant. Old classmates could be significant. Okay, people that you used to hang out with could be significant. Okay, but we started talking about it. Continuing the story, we started talking about it, and it ended up being, we came to the conclusion it was the people that was around him. It was the friends that he was hanging with around that time. Okay, Um, somebody could have red hair. They can go by the name Red or Redhead, but that's significant, okay? That was one of the people that he used to hang around, okay? So, somebody could be tall. He was tall, at least taller than me. Trying to think. And I think that's it. Like, that's all I can remember. But I just wanted to let y'all know that it's very important. It's like a warning message for somebody. It's either a robbery. Remember, I talked about in the last message that I put out with the cards yesterday. I put a video out, and I flipped cards on a robbery, like somebody, neighbors or landlords, setting them up to get robbed, break in a house or something like that. Like, somebody, you have to be careful, because it's either a home invasion, a robbery, or break-in or something like that. Be careful. Look all around your houses, your spaces in your houses, any hidden spaces in your houses, any closets, any places where you don't just frequently go like that. Okay, look in those places and make sure ain't nobody there, okay, or nothing that's supposed to not be there, or that's not supposed to be there, okay? Check your locks, change your locks if you have to on your doors, okay? And also, be careful of hanging out with your neighbors. I feel like it's a Fed energy. It's a federal investigation going on. It's some feds that's watching somebody or watching a group of people. It may not be your neighbors. It may be somebody around you, somebody's house you go to a lot. Somebody is about to get raided. It was storming hard outside. When I tell you it was storming hard and I was sleeping so good during this dream, that is significant. I'm telling y'all, it's important. And watch your back. Use discernment. Follow your intuition. Watch who around you, who you talking to around you, and watch how they talk too. Watch how they talk, because it could be an informant, it could be an investigator who's around you or who you talking to, okay? So be careful. Home invasion, house raid, federal investigation, and an old friend coming back into your life. It is retrograde now, y'all. Remember, it's still retrograde. So maybe you might be running into an old friend, or somebody might get contacted by an old friend, okay? And this old friend can be from over 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. However old you are, I don't know. This message could be for anybody. It could resonate with anybody. This was just dream state energy, okay? And this can resonate with a feminine energy or a masculine energy. Switch the roles how it fits your story. Whether you masculine, a man, or a woman. And no discrimination, whether you white, black, Indian, Asian, Mexican, Hispanic, whatever. This could be for anybody, okay? So take it how it resonates. So don't discriminate. It could be for anybody. But I just wanted to warn you guys. It's like a warning message in my dream, okay? So just be careful. Be careful and watch your surroundings. Use your intuition. Use your discernment, okay? Please. All right, I'll be back for another one. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the page and to the channel. And I'll be back with another one.